Okay, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are right now. I'm coming to you live in my Facebook business page and also to my YouTube channel. So we're simultaneously live today. So welcome to my first ever live chat in 2023. So for today's live chat, our sharing is all about success journey as an online business owner with our very own special guest for today. For those who don't know me yet, hi everyone. I'm Noche Giorgio. I'm from Melbourne, Australia, but originally from Cebu. So sa tanang mga Bisaya all over the world, good morning. Mayong buntag, mayong hapon, mayong gabi sa inyong nga tanan. So here in Australia, I'm a finance officer and I'm also an online business coach. I started this business in 2020, which is 2 years ago. So for our live viewers right now, we're gonna have a look later on. So we would love to know how global our community is. So please put a comment, drop your comment, your name, and your email address, and let's see how global our community is for today's live chat. So usually with this live chat, which is a successful journey as an online business owner, I feature a successful online business owner in where we will know them, we will know their background and their story and their how they be able to build their own global successful business. So just a little bit of background, a little bit of trivia. When I started this business 2 years ago, I started this live chat series. And my first ever guest with my live chat series is also my first guest for today's year, so 2023. So I'm so excited. It's been 2 years since I talked to her when I started this journey. And I'm pretty sure there are a lot of things happened in her life within that 2 years span. So I'm so excited to share, to know her, and inspire everyone in my page and also in our community. So my guest for today, she's from Toronto, Canada. She's a loving mom of three and also an amazing wife. She started her business in 2019. So without further ado, please help me welcome my guest for today. She's an amazing and beautiful woman inside out, Coach Katrina Luna Umali. Hi, Coach K. So let's have her now.
Hello.
Hi. Hello.
Hello, Coach Noche. Hello, everybody. I love that. Your memory is so sharp. I
Yes.
didn't know I was the first.
Yes, you were the first, and I can still remember when I had my first ever live, and we had so many technical issues during that time because I'm not a tech savvy person. I don't know how to do go lives and use
Oh,
StreamYard.
no,
So
I
like,
think I
oh, like
remember
it's
that.
Coach K. What am I gonna do this? And then the lighting was off, so it was like a nerve-wracking experience. But now, 2 years after, I just laugh whatever happened. This is in history. And here you are, my
Look at
another first
you now.
and you are my first ever guest as well for 2023. So this is very memorable for me. And
Thank
thank
you.
you so much for
Thank
saying
you.
yes to my um, invitation.
Of course. And the pink mate.
Yes.
Right. Thank you for that. And I want to say hello to all the viewers here I'm seeing on my end. Stephanie from Calgary, Agnes from London, Marites. I feel like I'm hosting this. Agnes. Yes, Stephanie, thank you guys for having me. And yeah, I appreciate your invite, Coach Noche. Always a pleasure to pay it forward to our business partners, our community, and of course to our audience, your audience on your business page, watching from all over the globe. Share an inspirational story of mine, and maybe you guys maybe you've been following Noche for a while and still wondering what she's doing. Then we'll give you a sneak peek, and I'm happy to be here. Of course, thank you.
Okay, so I'm pretty sure we have a new followers as well in the page. This is their first time to see you, Coach Katrina. And for those who are in the business for a long while, but not really had a chance to know you personally. So my first question for you is, who is Katrina Luna Umali before being an online business owner?
Oh yes, absolutely. So I would usually say this in my ad. So yes, I'm Katrina. I'm also an immigrant. I'm currently based here in Toronto, Ontario, Canada. So I am a mom of three. When I before finding this business, I'm a mom of two boys. Now they're three. They're here, always in my background. And we moved here to Canada in 2016. So this is now our seventh year. Oh my gosh, feels like yesterday. Prior to moving here in Canada, I used to work at a TV station in the Philippines. So sa mga Pilipino dito, nagtrabaho po ako sa GMA7. So that's one of the TV companies sa Pilipinas. And I used to work sa news and public affairs. So kung familiar kayo sa programang Unang Hirit. So I worked at the with the production team. So when it's a remote live event, when the hosts are Regine Tolentino, Eagle Riggs, and Drew Arellano. So I personally working with them. Season that was a very happy season also in my life. That's my ideal because I graduated broadcast communication in one of the universities of Filipinas, and then so I was so happy with that job, that career. But when you start to have a family, thinking of the future, the schedule is not really a good. It's challenging, when you work night shift, right? And then I shifted into becoming a nurse. So my husband sent me to nursing school because the longer term plan was to practice nursing here in Canada. Because most of us, especially those in the healthcare profession, we thought that that would be the only ticket to success. But obviously God has different plan for us. And if you guys love your job, of course there's nothing wrong with that. I've been an employee almost all my adult working life prior to having the business. And then nursing, I practiced for a year. And then again, it's a challenge. I had my second son. Having my son is always a time, what do you call that? A turning point in my career, I would say. So I shifted into the finance industry, which is the life insurance. I think you also worked in the insurance industry way back in the Philippines,
Yes.
right, Coach Nache? And it's a fun, it's a career. There are challenges, of course, lots of rejections, but it's a skill. It's a learnable skill, and I definitely enjoyed it as well. But then, long term, my husband and I, even before we got married, we both had already dreamt of coming here to Canada, believe it or not. And we discovered that when we got married. So he had this application, and I had my own application. Like, we are single. I think I haven't shared this story. And then, so when we met, we were like, oh, that's also your dream. That's also my dream. And then, so fast forward, we basically merged our application. I was the main applicant. So we went here, and then lo and behold, Canada, we love it here. It's very family oriented. But after 3 years, we realized, oh my gosh, we're earning dollars, but we're also spending dollars. And our dreams are just so big, and it doesn't fit. One of our coaches would say it doesn't fit our small pockets. So there are two choices: either to shrink those dreams to fit our small pockets, or enlarge our pockets to fit those big dreams, right? Support our families back home, our parents, and for our children, for our future, for our retirement. And then here I started some agency jobs, which is good, and then landed two corporate jobs. My last one was at an investment firm prior to having this business, seeing this business opportunity. And when I told you, having my sons is always a turning point. So again, when I had my third son, that's what, again, a turning point in my life, in our lives. And I said, okay, I wanted something extra. We needed something extra because here in Canada, when we go on parental leave, yes, we do get unemployment benefits from the employment insurance, which is technically about 55% of whatever salary we're getting. We're grateful for that, but again, that's not enough for a family of five, right? So I wasn't really looking for a business. I didn't have any business background. And yes, I do have my Facebook account, but that's about it. I didn't have any idea what social media advertising is. Well, I have an idea, but I don't know how to do it. Like, okay, I'm not an advertiser, and I don't know how it can be a source of income. But I saw normal everyday people getting success, and the thing is that even possible?
Yeah.
Right? But then a bigger part of me saying, oh my gosh, if they're doing it, parents, professionals, everyday hardworking people, not tech savvy, some are like senior citizens as well, some are very as young as like 25, 27, as younger as 60 plus, and still making it big. They're making it, purchasing homes, paying off debts, traveling, retiring early. If they can do it, let's see, maybe I can try it too, right? So that's me, um prior to seeing the business. That's a long introduction. Sorry, Coach Nache, I talk a lot. So there
Yeah.
you.
Thank you so much, Coach K. Yeah, there are some of the stories that you shared earlier. It's my first time to hear it. I didn't realize that you and your husband have a separate application. I always thought that you guys went to Canada all together. It's so amazing,
Oh,
right? That
yeah. We went
you have
here
this
before.
same like
Yeah. That's oh, what is that? Yes, we do have one application coming here, but prior to us getting married and meeting each other, we each have our own plans already
plans and
of
dreams.
coming,
Yes.
yeah, of coming here to Canada. So maybe it's God's way of, okay, you guys can go together because you have the same dream.
Yeah, you're destined to grow together and
Yeah,
fulfill your dreams together, right?
yeah, it's
And
amazing.
and based on your story, you're really a woman who really wants to push through and like a goal getter, really, even though you're juggling from one job to another, but you always try to do better, be better, earn more, earn more, right? That's why you also juggle from one job to another.
Yeah.
But before I proceed, Coach Katrina, with our second question, we would love to again acknowledge our viewers for today. So we now have, where are they? I can't see them. So okay, so probably here. So we have Mary Ribudok from Winnipeg. We also have Hi Menchu. She said hi, coaches, Coach Katrina and Noche. She's watching from Merced, California. Maritas Lucas Leimundo from Illinois. Maitha Castillo, my favorite people watching. She's watching from Nevada. Also Brenda Dai Puyart from Taiwan, and also Wilma Laco. She's watching from Winnipeg, Canada. So obviously, we are global. So people from different parts of the world connected today to join us with our live chat. And also for those who are gonna watch the replay, also drop your name and location so that we will gonna connect with you later on as well. Okay, so my next question for you, Coach Katrina, is for sure there's so many things that you saw in the online space about doing an online business. Was there any hesitation when you first found this opportunity? But if there is, what made you decided to took the leap of faith and start your own online business?
Yeah, and that's a very valid question, Coach Noche. Some people here are watching. Maybe they also felt that when they before starting the business, and maybe you guys are tuning in and exploring this opportunity. And we acknowledge that. We totally understand where you are coming from. For me, almost 4 years ago, because I saw the ad of my mentors and coaches, Dave and Roxanne, our head coaches. That was January, actually. I think that was about third week of January in 2019. So exactly 4 years, 4 years ago, every month of January, I was like, what is this? And I actually just saw, I got more interested in their ad because a friend, like a colleague here in Toronto, commented on their ad, like, info please. And then the algorithm of social media, someone you're connected with, they commented on something or they liked something, Facebook will show you more of that, like, okay, this friend of yours saw this, maybe you'll also like this. So I was just in that loop. Okay, she commented. I was so shy, and I was like, a bit of me was like, what is this? I did not comment in public. What I did is I sent my mentors and coaches a private message like, hi, can I have more information, please? Right? Because I I'm not really skeptical, but I'm more of curious. Like, how is this working? Because Dave and Roxanne, they were very huge in their faith. They're Christians, and I was like, faith in business, is that even possible? So that was my
True.
initial thoughts. And I've mentioned this in a lot of my go lives and interviews as well. The main thing that really brought me into clicking their ad is the book that I was reading that month that I saw their ad. It's Dave Ramsey. He is a financial expert in the US. And he has this book, Total Money Makeover, because our finances were just a mess back then. And then I wanted to, get ahead. So I was reading that book. And I remember I was about 8 months pregnant then. A month prior, December of 2018, I was getting anxious as I was about to get to my maternity leave. I was like, Lord, I don't know how it's gonna be. Our income would be cut into half, and my husband was a full time student back then for his second career as an early childhood educator here in Canada, here in Toronto. And show me something, Lord, show me something. I know it's crazy because most of the time we would do the same exact things, and then we would expect a different we were hoping for a different result, right? It's the most logical thing, but it's the hardest sometimes. So I know I needed to do something different, so I prayed, like, Lord, show me a different way of doing things, because it's just so tiring to do the same things over and over again and not getting ahead, right? We moved here to Canada to get ahead, but it's just the same. We just earn a different currency, but it's just the same thing. We're just running in circles. And so that was December prayer. And then a few weeks, I saw my mentor's ad. And I was like, I got so curious. I didn't even finish their ad. You know what I did? I click on their business page. I snooped on them. Like, I scroll. Like, oh my God, they're real people. If they're doing something spammy, or something not good, for sure they wouldn't be putting themselves out there. So, because it's so easy for us now, especially in this day and age, to just report someone if they're doing something not good, right? It's like, okay, this must be something. So I went back to their ad. I finished it all. They had testimonials of other people, like, oh my gosh, what is this? And you know what? From then on, starting that day that I saw their ad, every single day I would think of it. And I was like, you know what? I will just give birth because I was like due in a couple of weeks. I gave birth Feb 12. It was like technically about 2, 3 weeks after seeing the ad. I told myself, I'll just give birth. I'll get back to this. I promised myself. And true enough, after I gave birth, Feb 12 is when I gave birth. March 15th, it's my mom's birthday. I dove into the business, and the rest is history. So when
Wow.
I'm gonna do something, I really am gonna do something. And that was a month of really thinking. I would be always on their page. I would snoop. I would pray, like, oh my Lord, I really feel that this is something. Um, and 4 years after, here I am. Right?
Wow, what a journey, and how you found this online business. And you said you started your online business like just right a day after you gave birth. So how does it happen? Like, I'm not a mom yet, but I can't imagine like having a newborn baby and starting a business. Because some of the moms might think that, oh, that would be like crazy hectic schedule. So I wonder, how do you able to manage it?
Oh my goodness. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. I'm not going to say, oh, it's so easy, because it's not. But being broke is hard. Starting a business is hard. You choose your hard. I choose this. And I will continue to choose this every single day. Right? Because my ways were not working before. So I was like, okay, that's hard. This is a different kind of thing. Then let's see. This is a different way. God is showing me this is the different way that you're asking for. Now it's here. Take it or leave it. Okay, Lord, I'm going to take it.
Yes,
And
because
this is
you
it,
prayed for it, right?
right?
Yeah,
And
yeah.
yeah, so the opportunity presented itself, and I prayed for it. So now it's here. What am I going to do about it? Just let it go. So I grabbed it by the horn. And yes, I'm a busy mom. I think we're all busy. Like you, what even if you don't have kids yet, you're also busy with your own personal life outside of the business. So we're all busy. We will never discount that fact. And perhaps other people, maybe you listening to this right now, you're going through something emotionally, mentally, especially the past 2 years have been really extra challenging for all of us, right? That also includes me, right? With all the things that's going on, health scare and stuff like that. I have kids. And in that season when I started the business, I don't know, because I actually just live by the day. We can say it like that, because my husband was very skeptical. He would think that, I'm being scammed, things like that, and I honor that. They're just coming from a place of love, right? They don't want to have any bad things to happen to us. So I honor that. But again, I'm the kind of hard-headed. If I want something, I go get it, right? And I think it pays off in some ways like this. And when the boys are asleep, so I would be a busy mom, household, and also breastfeeding my son. But when it's 10 o'clock, it's my time. It's my business time. So I would lock in a couple of hours, an hour or two a day, working on my training. I would make sure, everything is spick and span. I would make sure that my husband cannot say I didn't do something, but you know what? He's actually the household stuff. So I would make sure things are okay here at home so I can focus. And I think when he realized that, oh my goodness, she is serious, because I'm not the confrontational person. If I'm feeling bad about you, I will just stay quiet, and you would feel that. So I'm just like that to him when we're having arguments. I'm the silent killer.
So we're exactly the same. Like if I'm talking a lot, that means I'm in a good mood. And then if I silently like just become silent all of a sudden, and like there's something wrong, like
Yeah, silence
yes.
kills.
And it's so hard. Like it's so hard as well because like yeah, I'm a Filipino, right? And then English is not my native language, and then my husband is an Aussie, and then it's so hard to argue if it's in English. I can't express. I
Oh my
can't express
gosh,
my words.
yeah, I can talk a lot. Like, I can talk for hours. So when I'm quiet, he knows it. So, but I don't want to argue with him. I don't want to convince him, because I realize the more I convince him, the more he repels. So I was like, okay, I'm just gonna do this. I'm gonna let the results speak for itself. That's how I believed so much. I believed fast here in this business, and how I'm also going to make it happen. So I just work my way every day, consistently an hour to a day, and then the following day I'll go about my daily thing. Just consistency. So that's how I got through that early stages in my business. And I remember recording a time capsule video that was one of my lowest points in the business, because I felt like postpartum blues. I don't have anybody to talk to. My husband is not really supporting me in a way that I was expecting him, right? But slowly, I will give credit to him, of course. Right now, he like a few months into the business when I started seeing the results, and then really when he realized that I'm dead serious about this, that this is a business that I'm working on, and this is for us. I think that's when also he realized, okay, slowly she would take the baby, he would take care of the household, why so I can focus. He's also not very verbal, but his actions speak that yes, he is supporting me slowly and getting there. So now he's my business partner. That's why I'm also able to do this.
Yeah,
Because
so
he's taking care, he's holding the fort at the
he's
background.
taking care of the kids
Yes,
outside the other room, and then while you're doing your business and doing
yes.
your live chat.
He's actually cooking sinigang, pork sinigang right now. I can smell it for dinner. Yeah, so that's how it worked, right? Oh my goodness, you have so many
There's so
people in
many.
here.
Yes, but that Coach Katrina, I can totally relate as well with you. When I started this business, my husband is very skeptical as well, and I totally understand people get skeptical, especially if they're not really into business. Like they're not open with the idea of doing a business and having this in an online space because we know for the fact there's a lot of not good things happening in the online space as well. Like that, I feel like there's our spouses who are a bit skeptical. They just want to protect us from
Yes. Yes.
something something bad that will happen to us. So totally understand. But then when I received my biggest income from the business and he said, oh, okay, this is for real. And then and then the income that we got from the business is helped us as well build the house now. So by the way, this is not a virtual background. This is really my house now.
Yeah, I
So
was about to say earlier, you guys, that's not a virtual background. That is Coach Notch's dream home. And I remember when she was starting, like I think a few weeks or a few months into the business, she actually sent me her vision board, which she actually put by her light switch. So the first thing that she would see in the morning is that. So, and in there, she actually has a photo of her dream house, which is actually now she's living in it for a year. And I've been
for a
asking
year
her
now.
to do a house tour
House tour.
because it's so pretty. Oh my goodness. And congratulations, Coach Noche. And speaking of checks,
Wow, that's a lot.
love
And
you
you
so
have a very good
um
problem, so you don't
yeah,
have time to.
I was actually fixing stuff, and I just saw this, and I would actually make a compilation of in one of our income streams. So yes, we have this. I'll be organizing that one. Yeah, so it's really a matter of believing faster, and also acknowledging the feelings of our partners, our family members. We totally understand where they're coming from, and as one of the leaders in our community, she was asked like, how do we deal with our loved ones who are not supporting us because we're every day we're with them. How do you deal about that? And it's hard, right? It's challenging because we are expecting them to be the our number one fans, our number one supporter, but it's the total opposite. And usually when we're starting a business like this, it's usually the people that we know who wouldn't believe us first, right? And that's very understandable. But what I learned from her is that what she said, you can actually create this what they compartments, right? I'm not gonna let you, I'm gonna block. It's like we put blinders on, like the horses, what they call that, like red side blinders. This is just our focus. Okay, yes, we can hear negative things, but it will just pass on to the other ear. And that was a challenging. Those are challenging times, but again, we choose our own challenges, right?
Yeah,
And I guess it's worth it. Right.
definitely it's worth it having all those checks. Like definitely it's worth it, right? So as what you said earlier, you move into Canada hoping and dreaming for a better life for your family and for your future generation, right? But then you said as well earlier that you tried so many things and it didn't work, and you prayed for something like this, something that can help you financially earn money even while you're at home, because obviously you're in maternity leave. And you said it's not easy. Of course, there will always be challenges. And I think it's not only the business, like everything in life, there's always be challenges. Even at work, if you're a corporate employee, there's always be challenges. But what you said is you're gonna fight your own battles, and you choose your options and choices in life will also determine the value and the quality of life you're currently enjoying and living in, right?
Yes, and sorry, Coach Noche. When I was showering earlier. That's usually the time that thoughts will just flow, and I was thinking about this um, because there are a lot of people. The most common questions, most common challenges, concerns that I would receive is like, Katrina, I'm a very busy mom of three, mom of four. I'm a full time employee. Can I do this business? I don't have my funds. How can I start the business? um I have this, I have that, I have this excuse, things that I have this challenge right now. I'm not very good in social media. I'm a very shy person. I don't have any experience. I'm not good in English. So many other things. And I won't discount those facts, those challenges. I would never discount them because they're valid. They're very valid emotions. I'm scared, I'm shy. They're very valid concerns. Why would I never discount those? Because almost all of that, I am those person as well. We all felt that. At one point in my business, I was also super anxious. I remember not advertising in a certain part of Canada because my relatives are there, and I'm so anxious of what other people would think. I have different career backgrounds. What am I doing online? And I didn't have any experience. I don't have the time. I have three boys. What? um, and I'm employed full time. Just so many things that could hinder me from also jumping here, right? Those are valid. We never discount that. But you know what's more valid than that? I'm talking to you straight right now. Whether you're watching this on a replay, it's not an accident that you're watching this right now. If you've been following the page of Noche for a while, if you're seeing us for the first time, or if you've been a business owner in our community, you know what's more valid than those things, than those reasons? Your dreams. Those are more valid, right? And if your ways are not working right now, what's your plan B if you're not going to do this? Do you have a plan B? If you think that would work better, then go for it. Go for it. I'm talking to you right now. But if you already are in here, or even just the slightest hint that you'd like to explore this one, go for it. You wouldn't know what you're missing unless you go there, right? And it's not an accident that you're here. I always believe in divine appointments, just like how I saw the ad of my coaches and mentors 4 years ago. I know that's not an accident, but I had two choices when I saw their ad 4 years ago. It's either I just skip and just let it go, or grab it and see what's also possible for me. I chose the latter, obviously. And you guys, you have that choice too. You always have a choice. You can always change your life in a year or less. That's what I guarantee you if you start believing more in yourself.
Wow, that's so amazing, Coach Katrina. And I think I've heard that from an inspirational audiobook as well a few days ago, that they said, regardless of your past circumstances or current situation, you always have the chance to change your future, right? And always fight for your dreams, and always look in the brighter side that you can still make things happen, and you'll be able to achieve your goals and dreams in life, regardless of your past, regardless of the mishaps that you had before, even that you feel now that I'm not capable. We all have that power to change our future, and that change should start now. So we don't have to wait for the perfect timing, because there's no always perfect timing, right? So there always be an opportunity for us to achieve whatever goals we may have in life. So with that, before and my next question, I know there's still a lot of things that I want to hear from you, but we would love to acknowledge our live viewers for today. So hi Wilma, and she's from Winnipeg. We also have 𝐕𝐤𝐴𝐚𝐭𝐫𝐢𝐧𝐚 Carrigan, and she's watching from North Carolina. Hi Gina Dimitro,
Ireland.
one of our business owners.
Hi,
Yep.
Coach Gina. Oh, wow.
Coach
Coach
Gina, oh my
Gina
God.
is here from Vancouver.
What?
Oh my God. Coach Gina is one of the huge leaders. We look up to her. She works at Canada Post and she's a busy mom as well, but she's making it big. And Arlette here, I actually invited her to watch here because she was actually asking, and she watched the webinar already, and I told her I'm gonna get back to her. She can watch this. So hi Arlette from North Carolina. Nice to have you here. And yes,
We
Coach.
also have Jonathan Francis Zerezo, and he's watching from Las Vegas. We have Romela Danoy watching from Ontario. We also have Janelle Castro from Hawaii. We have Carson Paul also here today live. Maitha said it's not easy. It's a bit exhausting, like a 9 to 5 job.
Coach
But
Noche, can I do something? Sorry, I'm not sure
yes,
if you're aware. If you actually click on their names, like their messages, have you tried that one?
yes. What
Does
I
it work
can
on your
do
end?
is Yeah, let's have a look here.
There you go.
There you are. Okay. So here Desiree said that for us ladies, being brave despite of our spouse's feelings, no regrets, gotta do it. Never known the unknown outcome. Yes, definitely. So she's one of us who have a very skeptical spouse starting this business, but as what you
Welcome
said,
to the
Coach
club.
Katrina.
That's right.
Yeah. So you're not alone. So sometimes it's the other way around, right? The other spouses join in, and it's the wife who's a bit skeptical. So we totally understand that. We also have here, yep, I think that's the one that you
Hi,
just
Arlette.
mentioned earlier. We also have Amy Good from Springs, California, I think.
Hi.
And yep, and also we have Irene from Hawaii. Yep, that's all good for now. Our live viewers for today. So my next question for you, Coach K, is we're so excited with your boss free journey. My God, you're able to retire and resign from your previous job being a corporate employee. So I wonder, like, because I'm a corporate employee now, I work in finance as a finance officer, and like giving that resignation in your corporate world, something that you really love, something that was your bread and butter before, was did you feel a bit scared, or is it risky for you to hand in the resignation and be able to be a boss free? So bring us back to your story when you become a boss free.
Okay. Sorry, Coach Noche. My little son was crying at the back end, but I caught the parts of that. So you were asking about when the moment that I decided to quit my job, right? Sorry about that.
Yes.
My husband is behind.
Yes.
Don't worry.
Yes, definitely. So like
He's
I
looking.
was thinking, like, is it scary when you submit your resignation? And did you submit it in person? Did you submit it in an email? So what happened?
Yeah. So I actually submitted it. Quick overview of that. I submitted it like in an email. Because when I went back to my employment after a month, that was March of 2020, and after I think just a week, every like the whole globe, shut down because of COVID. So we were forced to work from home, and then after, so I went back Feb, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October. After 9 months of working from home and while doing the business on the side, I decided to quit my job. And mind you, it did not happen overnight, because I was just joking, because that time I started earning like to 5 times of my annual my monthly income already. It's like, okay, this is going great. And then my um I was joking my mentors and coaches. I was like, okay, when I hit my first 20 grand a month, maybe I can quit my job. And that was just a wishful thinking, because oh my goodness, oh, how can I? Because I told them, if I earn as much as one of my bosses, then I will, I can quit my job. And then, which I sorry, I will just get my little one. Okay, please hold on.
It's okay. Yeah, so that was Coach Katrina. So obviously, we're just ordinary people doing the business at home. So as you can see, she's able to manage her business in the comfort of her home and taking care of her kids. So in this topic, she will be able to share to us how she's able to finally um, gave her resignation because she's a corporate employee for a long while. And then I just wonder, because I'm a corporate employee as well currently, and my goal as well is not really to be a corporate employee forever. Like, just a little bit of sharing. A few months ago, we had this annual performance review in the company, and as a person before, I always be a career person. So I always try to catch up the corporate ladder from starting from the bottom, because I believe that if I climb up the corporate ladder, then I will have better income, better pay. And then during that performance review, my boss told me it's a one-on-one performance review, and he said, "Oh, you're doing great with this with the with performance this year." And so she asked me, "So what is your career plan in this company? Like, how do you see yourself 5 years from now in this company?" And honestly, I was like shocked, like I was speechless. And that's the moment, it's my wake up call for me, that my 5 year goal anymore is not the same as what I have before. So before having this business, my long-term goal really is to be on the top executives, hopefully in the corporate ladder, and get a good pay. But then that moment, I realized that my long-term goal is not being a corporate employee. I realized that my 5 years plan is not evolves being a corporate employee. So my 5 year plan evolve in involves now with my business. So like I realized that my priorities in life changed because I now have the opportunity to probably be boss free like Coach Katrina. And I realized that I now have the instrument of not working until age 65 in a corporate settings. And so that's made me realize that, hey, so I changed like my priorities in life, how I perceive things in the future is different now that I have my own business compared before that I'm just a corporate employee. So hopefully Coach Katrina is ready now. There, that's the youngest there. So we have our very a special guest as well for today. So as you can see, this is just a normal people, a normal mom, busy mom doing the business on the side. So that's how raw we are. Like that's how raw Coach Katrina is
Thank
managing the
you.
business on the side.
Yeah,
So
thank you everyone. Sorry about that. But yeah, I have a little guest here. He's not having his best weekend. But I'll have him. He's my sidekick here. Um, yeah. So as I was saying, it wasn't. It did not happen overnight. A lot of back and forth with myself, with my husband, with my coaches and mentors. So like, am I gonna be? Am I doing the right decision to quit my job? If you're employed and you love your job, that's totally okay. And you know what? If you can build this business part time, you can definitely build this full time. But if you cannot build this business full time, then you're not gonna make it. When you're doing it part time. Um, the thing is, the wish that I had, like if I start earning 20 grand in a month, I'm gonna quit my job. That was just a joke. That was just a wishful thinking. But be careful what you wish for, because the moment it happened is my birth month, in back in 2021. Yeah, 2021. And I was like, oh my goodness, this is for real. I was like, oh my goodness, it's happening. My first 21 grand in a month. I really need to consider this. Like, if I'm doing this part time and I'm earning as much as this, what more can it give me if I'm doing this full time? So I listed my pros and cons. Deep in my heart, I want to do this full time and leave the corporate life. But part of me, like logically speaking, it doesn't make sense. It doesn't add up. Like I'm so used to getting like bi-weekly pays and the benefits of working in a company. Like no. But I prayed hard, Lord, if this is really your will. And I asked my mentors and coaches, because one of them already quit their jobs as a general manager. And Dave said, you know what, sis, and also Roxanne said, sis, whatever gives you peace, do that. I was like, okay, I think that's the most sensible phrase that I've heard in a long time. And here I am, right? So the moment I drafted my resignation. Oh, before I did that, of course, I called my boss. But before the call, I sent an email like, "Hey, can we talk?" Because I wouldn't say that just for a whim. I'm up to something. So I told them over the phone, one of them, that, hey, I'm planning to um put a new resignation and make my business full time. But they know that I'm all doing the business on the side, because as a finance professional here in Canada, and maybe I think in all, most parts of the globe, is that when you're in a certain, especially in the finance industry, like life insurance, investment firm, you would need to submit a form about outside business activities. Like here, it's called OBA, because you want to guarantee that you're not going to use the networks or the contacts that you have at work to propel your business, right? And of course I did that. I submitted everything, I explained to them what I'm doing, so they have an idea that I'm doing this business on the side already. But of course I'm doing it on the side, not during office hours. So um I told them that, hey, I'm heads up, I'm gonna be submitting, I'm gonna pursue this business. And they're like, oh wow. And my boss, you know what he asked? How much are you making there, Katrina?
Yes, they're so curious. Yeah, you will resign because of the online business, and you're giving up your monthly pay. And
Yes.
yeah.
And it's not an unusual conversation, because we're in an investment firm. I know how much they're making. We're dealing with other people's money as well. So he asked me, how much are you making? And I got a little shy. I didn't say I'm earning more than him. Mind you, he is like a huge professional in the business, and is been in the business for more than 15 years already. I was like, about 10-15 grand in a month. What? You're crazy. That's crazy, Katrina. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna do the exact same thing. I would do it actually sooner. I don't know what you're doing with us here. As much as we'd like to work with you, what you can do, right? And because I have that relationship with them, instead of just giving them 2 week notice, I gave them a month's notice, because it's COVID and all. I gave consideration that might take a little longer to find my replacement. So I did my best to transition everything. And I actually logged in like 12 midnight exactly on my last day. So I talked to them, and then after, I think that same day or the following day, I submitted my resignation officially. And it's all there, it's drafted. And I was looking at my screen, like, I'm gonna do this. And then, when I hit that enter button, it's like the whole world was like lifted off of my shoulder. And you know what's one of my regrets? I forgot to document that moment. I should have, propped my camera there just to capture that moment, because it's so liberating to be able to do that. And my initial thoughts during that moment, like, Lord, you know what? If there are other parents like me, other professionals like me out there who are wishing and hoping for this moment, I really pray that they get to this point, that they hit that send button, submit their resignation, and live life to the best of their dreams. And that was, yeah, one of the most liberating experiences I've had in my life.
Yeah, so that means, Coach Katrina, when I hit that resignation button, I should take myself to like a time capsule. Like,
Yes,
yes, I
yes,
should
of
remember
course.
you. Like, I have to do
Just
that
crop your
too.
video over there, like talk to it, like right now. I'm gonna send the hit button like that. Capture it in a video, so you're gonna look back to that. And I remember one of our coaches as well in the community, Franco. He documented that the moment he said he's gonna resign, he worked at a hotel. He actually went into the bathroom, and then he screamed like, I'm sorry, like, he cannot, but he was mouthing it. I should have done that, but but I vividly remember the feeling, the emotion. So that's also your prayer. Then go for it.
Yeah,
You're doing
definitely. I'm
well.
praying for that, for the right time to come, that
Yes.
I'll be a boss free as well. Hopefully, anytime soon. I still
Yes.
love my, hopefully soon. I still love my job. I love my job as
Yes,
you are
absolutely.
before
There's
you.
nothing wrong with loving your job. Some people really find their calling in their jobs, and that's a great thing, right? And also we want to put some guidelines out there, if you are also here in the business or looking at starting this one and you'd like to be boss free, guidelines would be at least, yes, you would be here in the business at a few months or so, and you're earning at least three times more than your monthly, and you have your personal and also your business emergency funds, because we don't like you to be here and then go back to your regular job, right? And then you can quit your job then, and then you can do your boss free interview as well.
Yes,
Those are
and I
just
saw
advice.
your sorry, Coach K. I saw your boss free scream in our community, and it was like so amazing. Like, okay, this is boss free. So okay, I'm gonna practice that too. So
Yeah,
that's really
yes.
okay. So before I proceed with the next question, we also have here Curzon Paul. She's watching from Columbus, GA. We also have Cheryl Dulay Noble. Aloha coaches all the way from Hawaii. We also have Cam Estrella from watching from Japan.
Oh,
And she
hello.
said, "Good to see you both, pink lady bosses." Yes, we
Different shades of
always pink
pink.
mates. True. And the last, no, not the last, but the second one is my question for you. And people will gonna also have this thing in their mind that with all the successes you had in the past 3 years in your business, I'm pretty sure there will be a lot of changes in your life as well. So what is success means to Katrina Lunao Mali?
Yeah, there's so many. Success can mean a lot of things to me, to everyone, but I want to borrow this meaning to one of the trainers, one of the inspiring coaches that I've heard, I've read, and he said, success is progress, right? Wherever your goal is, if you're moving towards that, even just one tiny bit, you have to consider yourself successful already, because you're moving. You're not stagnant. You're not just deeply rooted and just can't move there. Whatever step you're taking, that's already success. So don't be too hard on ourselves that, oh my goodness, you know I'm still here, I'm so far from my goal, it's January, will I be able to achieve my 2023 goals, right? For me, whatever your goals are, if you are moving towards it in that direction, that's already success, right? It could mean, for some, it could mean, the material possessions, having a healthy son, singing in the background, having, the material possessions, where we are right now. Yes, it could also mean success, but um, towards our journey here, maybe you guys are also watching, it can mean different things. Your meaning, the meaning that you attach to success can vary, can evolve over the months, over the years. For me, at this point in my life, I would say success is progress every single day. So,
Well, that's very well said, Coach Katrina. As what you said, we all have different meaning of success. So for our viewers today, you can also drop a comment in the comment section. What really success means to you? Whatever and wherever you are in your level of life right now, we all have different measurements of success. So we would love to know you and what success as well means to you guys. So put a comment in the comment section, and we're gonna have a chance as well if we still have the time, because like, okay, this is like, and I thought this is a short interview, but it seems like it's a live webinar for an hour, especially with Coach Katrina. So with that, Coach K, you've been doing the business for 3 years. Are you turning 4 this year?
sorry, can you say it
Are,
again?
um, are you turning 4 years this year with the
Yes,
business?
this
Really?
coming April 4th, to be exact.
Oh, April
Okay,
4.
can you close the
Okay.
door? Let's say it's okay. Yeah, it's going to be my fourth year this year. Oh my gosh, so fast, eh? And you know what? This is actually the longest career that I've had, believe it or not, in my entire adult working life. Usually it's 2.5, 3 years, the longest. And this is turning 4 years. So That means a lot.
Yeah, and counting 4 years and beyond, right? In
Yeah,
doing
4
this
years and
online
beyond, and
business.
more than 2 years doing this full time, like just this from the comfort of our bedroom office.
So, before the last message to our viewers, what are the things you reckon? Like, give me, in summary, what are the three things that happened to you, or something that changed in your life when you started being an online business owner?
Yeah. Well, first of all, of course, I would just throw it out there, the financial changes, right? Turning my annual, sorry, yeah, turning my annual income from my investment firm job to my monthlies, sometimes even more.
Wow, that's why you can really resign and like, okay, so for my 1 year income, I can just get it for a month.
Yeah. And maybe if you guys are hearing this for the first time, maybe you would say, is that even true? Sometimes I still pinch myself. I won't blame you. So I paid a lot of taxes, for those wondering if this is how legitimate this is. Yeah, yes. So just to give you an idea, it's crazy, but it hurts. But that's how legitimate it can get. On my first year, just good, and then it blew up to my second year. I paid like 64 grand in taxes, just in taxes, so you can just imagine.
We did the
But it's a good,
computation.
but it's a good problem to have, when you pay that much, of course. Right, I wouldn't dare not pay that. We're good citizens. And also, of course, it's not just the money per se, right? But what that money can do. Money is just a tool. It's a magnifier. whatever y- whatever is in your heart, money will just magnify that. If you want to give more, then when you have money, you'll give more. If you want to support your parents, I've been supporting my parents 10 times more. Our church family, moving to this new place here in downtown Toronto, and going on impromptu vacations with my boys. We're here in Toronto, so we are just an hour and a half away from Niagara Falls. We've been there multiple times. My second year in the business, it was the first time that we actually are able to afford a Falls View hotel. So the moment I opened the curtain, my 7-year-old said, "Mommy, are we really staying here? Because the massive falls is just right there in front of us." I was like, "Yes." So those are priceless moments, right? And of course, one of the recent ones is when I started working here in Canada at a kitchen as a kitchen staff at a private school. I started dreaming of basically sending our sons to a private school, and that came into fruition just last year, September. Our eldest is now attending a private school, and the cafeteria that's actually supplying their school was actually the same company that I worked with when I was a kitchen staff 6 years ago. And that's how faithful God can be. He's just saying, wait, no, and yes. So he said, wait, your dream is going to hatch in 6 years. And that was 6 years in the making. If I had not been like consistent with pursuing our dreams and goals, that would not happen. And of course, it's God's gracious hands. His faithfulness is greater than anything else, and so many other things. And of course, one of the unexpected things that I'm really proud of is connecting with like-minded people. We wouldn't have met, you know
Yeah, yes,
otherwise.
never.
We haven't met personally yet. I'm looking forward to that, by the way.
This year, hopefully, cross fingers this
Cross fingers,
year.
hopefully in August. um and just but for the past 2 years, the globe has the globally you started opening up, so I've started meeting offline with people. A lot of meetups here in Toronto, in Calgary, in Vancouver. People We also went to the US, and meeting other people like you, and also being a vessel of change for other parents like me, that like, hey, there's another option out there. if you will take a look at this and see if it's a good fit for you. If not, totally cool. We're not going to push ourselves. We're not going to convince you here. We're just giving you information. We're just being consultants. This is how it works. See if it's a good fit. If not, totally cool. Right? So many huge things, and I'm so grateful for that. And last but definitely not the least is that I realized that I can dream big again. And I think that's huge. That there's hope for everyday hardworking people like us. There's hope, right? As long as we're breathing, there's hope that we can better ourselves. We can have better future, not just do the grind. That's okay if you love that. Then you can do this as the side. If you're looking for just a supplementary thing, you can also make this work, right? So I'm grateful for that.
Well, I would love to take this opportunity, Coach Katrina, to congratulate you. Those are just the few successes that you achieve as an online business owner, being an amazing coach in the community, being so helpless leader, sharing value and helping the entire community achieve success as well, just like you did. I will always say this, that you're always be one of my inspiration, and not only me, but a lot of hundred thousands of business owners all over the world look up into you, always inspired with your story and journey. Because like now we hear earlier the struggles as well when she started the business, but there's always be no excuse, right? If you always have a woman of passion, a woman of strength, and you're always be a goal-getter to make sure to provide the best for your family. So thank you so much for that sharing. And some of our viewers today said, when we asked them that what is success means to them as well. So Carson Paul said, yeah, thank you for saying we're awesome. Yes, success means achieving our goals and dreams in life. And she also said that success means being boss free, having a financial freedom, able to share your blessings to those in needs, and living in your life to the fullest. And lastly, success means being consistent and always crushing goals to make dreams and prayers into reality. So thanks for sharing. God works in mysterious ways, so keep manifesting, and that's the law of attraction. So for those who are going to watch the replay, you can also still drop in the comment section what success means to you and what are the things that you'll be excited about in the future. So I think we're in the last bit of our interview. So, okay, thank you so much, Coach Katrina, for your time, really. So, what is your last message to our viewers today?
Just do it. Bye. Thank you. Whatever you are working for, whatever dreams that you have, met, whether you're checking this business opportunity or you're here already in the business, or you have a goal in your career, in your personal lives. Sorry. Just do it. Just go for it. Do your due diligence. And sometimes in life you just need to take that risk. Right? You just need to take that step. And everything is, nothing is guaranteed. So might as well try it. Right? And also, you discover things out of there's no growth in your comfort zone. You have to push yourself most of the time to go out of your comfort zone, because you will really never know the potential that you have unless you try it. And all the goals in your life, it's already there. You just need to earn it. And I love this. Bob Proctor said, one of my favorite mentors, all the money in the world is available to you, to each and every one of us. And all we need to do is earn it. Earn it. Earn it, maybe in your job, maybe in the business, however you like it. But you just need to earn it, work for it, right? And success, it all starts here. That's where the hard work is. That's the hardest work in this business. It's here. because all the stories that we tell ourselves, oh, we can't do this, I'm shy, I'm this, I'm that, sometimes it just doesn't exist. It's just the stories that we tell ourselves, right? The people, we're anxious what other people would think. People don't even care. They're so, I mean it in a good way, in a sense that people usually just mind their own businesses. They don't even think like how my hair looks like right now. They just care about what I'm saying, right? That's what I'm pointing out. And yeah, so just you just need to earn it. And if you can see it in your mind, definitely you can hold it in your hand. And recently I've been binging on Joe Dispenza. He said he's a motivational speaker, a scientist. He actually found scientific proof how law of attraction, gratitude works. And he said we have to create a vision of the future instead of living in the memories of the past. So constantly every day I work on my personal development, prayers, meditations, and I have my one of my favorite verses here and right in front of me with my dream house there, a dream home, and it's from Ephesians 3:20. Now to him who is able to do far more abundantly than all that we ask or think, according to the power at work within us. And another verse is, we God wants us to bless not just our children, but create generational wealth for our children's children as well. And I'm realizing that each and every day that that's what I'm doing here. I'm changing our financial blueprint of our family and for the future generations to come through my children. And I think that's a huge, beautiful thing that I can pass on. So there you go.
Wow, amazing. It's been an hour, Coach Kat. It's been an hour of absolute value and inspiration from you. I'm so inspired every single day. And I'm even inspired more this year to achieve more goals, not only for myself, but for the community as well. We've been helping more and more people in the online space. Like as what you said, for moms, there are options for you now available in the online space. All you need to do is grab it and try it, right? Because we understand there's always be challenges, there always be hesitations, but it's up to us how to take every opportunity that comes to us. So if you're watching this one, as what Coach K said, and what we always said, that you're watching this, it's not an accident. You're watching this, probably you're looking as well for ways and how you can also have an extra income, even in the comfort of your home. Even if you have kids screaming at the back, you can still manage this business. That's a perfect example. And then it doesn't really matter if you're a technical savvy person or not. All you need to do is really have that commitment to change your life. Be hungry to provide the best, not only for yourself, but also to provide the best life for your family that they deserve. So there are some of the people here also comment about what success means to them. So also Maida, she's also watching from Canada, and she said, Carson said, thank you guys. You'll always be an inspiration to each and every one of us in this journey. So thank you so much, Coach Katrina, for your time today. It's been a 1 hour filled of value, inspiration from you. So just want to end this. So for those who are also looking for ways on how you can have an extra income while at home, or the good thing now is because this is an online, if you're traveling, just like me, a few weeks ago, I'm traveling with my family, right? So the good thing is you can carry your business anywhere you are, as long as you have a good internet connection. You also have your laptop. If you're scared that you're not a technical savvy, I'm not either when I started this business. That's why I had a lot of technical glitch when I had my interview with Coach Katrina for the first time. Even until now, we're still learning about some technical stuff in the online space, and we learned that with the training. So we all have the same training. It's a very easy to follow video-based training, so anyone can do it, regardless of the age, regardless of the profession, regardless of what level you are in your stage of life right now. So all you need to do, I think Coach Katrina said as well, is having the right mindset. So if you have the right mindset, then obviously success will comes to you, because having a right mindset, meaning your state of mind is really in solid foundation, that whatever happens in your life, in yourself, whatever challenges, you have the mindset to overcome it every single day, and you have the mindset to learn every single day and grow as a person. So thank you so much, Coach Katrina, for this time,
Thank you.
and thank you so much for our live
Everyone
viewers today.
watching this live air and a replay. Thank you, Coach Noche. And cheers to an abundant 2023 and beyond to you, your family, and all our viewers here. Thank you.
Thank you, and see you on my next episode of Live Chat. And have a great day and have a great weekend, everyone. Bye.
Bye.